What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Duke Todd. I'm back with another one. Part 2 of what happened. Part of my story when I got shot up. Where I left off at last video is when I was saying, I got something in my beard. I don't like it. I was saying that we were getting ready to head to the barbecue, and we had the music up very, very loud at the time. And I did forget to mention that it was raining off and on, because it started off as a beautiful, beautiful day. So it started to rain off and on. So we was gladly to see a friend with a vehicle, knowing that we just dropped the vehicle we were in off. And so the police, man, they was deep, about 12 cars deep. They had the whole road blocked off. For what reason? I don't know. And they was just right around the corner from us. So that's when the crowd, like I said, it started dying off. Everybody was starting to head to the barbecue that was, blocks away, which we could have walked, but how people is. Hell, if we can get a ride, might as well get a ride. And like I say, off and on, it was getting ready to rain. Well, it was here and there raining, but the sun was still out. So we loaded up in the car, turned the music up where I left off at. We turned the music up, had the music playing loud. Didn't even drive 20 feet ahead. Noticed a friend was walking. He flagged us down. Like I said, I was driving, remember? And flagged me down. I stopped the vehicle. He got in. We told him, like, hey, we getting ready to head to so-and-so house. They having a barbecue. He like, okay, I'm headed there too. We like, okay. So he loaded up. We proceeded. So we headed in that direction to the barbecue. I noticed tall guy in the middle of the street. Didn't know who he was. It was dark by this time. Didn't know who he was at all. As I got closer, I noticed. I'm like, hey, this is my cousin. Why is he in the middle of the street? I kind of slightly parked the car to the side of the road, but I'm in a Tahoe. So it's kind of like I'm more in the road than I am off the road. But seeing my cousin in the middle of the street, I'm more worried about what's going on with him and why is he in the middle of the street. So I raised my window down. I'm like, hey, kinfolk, like, what's going on? Couldn't understand what he was saying. So I asked him again, what's going on, kinfolk? You straight? I noticed he was saying something that I couldn't understand, but I'm more of a body language person. So by me observing his body language, I knew something wasn't right with him. So my brother is in the back seat. The car that I was driving, he was in the passenger side, and there's 3 people in the back. 2 of them are friends, 1 of them my brother. So I happen to just turn around like this. I looks at my brother. I give him that look like, am I tripping? Or is kinfolk over here kind of acting like weird a little bit? My brother, like I said, I didn't say it out loud. I was just thinking to myself when I gave him that look like, am I tripping? So my brother proceeded. He opened the door. He opened his door. When I noticed my brother opened his door, I opened my door. I'm like, all right, that's my brother. He opened his door. I'm about to get out too. So I got out the car too. My brother walks up to my cousin. They're talking. But when I opened my door, I noticed, because my brother, when he opened his door, he was more closer to my cousin than what I was. So when I opened my door, I had a good eye of seeing what was ahead of us, which was a parked car. Like I say, it was dark. This parked car headlights were off. But like I say, we are in the road. Like, it's not like a main road, but it's a pretty busy road. And where this car was at, there wasn't no house there at all. No house. He was just like on the side of the road, like on the outskirts, like just on the side of the road. But his car, this guy parked, this guy was actually in the street. He wasn't like halfway in the dirt and halfway in the street. This car was in the street with the headlights off, and it wasn't parked at no house. That being said, I'm like, okay, I'm telling myself, as my brother's having words with my cousin, I'm saying to myself, why is this car parked right here with the headlights off? So, soon as I asked myself that, the headlights, they came on, flashed on. And when I say headlights, I'm speaking the bright lights, the high beams. And it was so bright, we actually had to put our hand over our eyes. Not all the way, but it was still where we could kind of see, but we couldn't see. So my brother steps up and like, who is this? He asks, out loud, who is this? Why do y'all have y'all bright lights on? We can't even see. But my brother had to say it loudly because they were about 30 feet ahead of us. I'm going at the time, I'm going north, they going south. So both of our front ends are meeting up the way we were, the area we were at, the street we were on. Like, it wasn't like we were going in the same direction. We get, if we was in traffic, we're getting ready to pass each other. But anyways, the bright lights, it was blinding us. We couldn't see nothing. My brother, he says it again loudly. Why do y'all have y'all bright lights on? Like, who the F are y'all? But he said it in a way like, man, it's probably somebody playing, because out of all days, you wouldn't expect on the day of somebody's funeral, especially in a small town where I came from, you wouldn't expect some shooting would happen like that. Because when a small town and somebody passed away, everybody know each other. So it's like the whole town is grieving. Normally, in that kind of occasion, that's what happens. The whole town is grieving. You wouldn't be thinking that somebody is coming in town to shoot and kill people. You wouldn't think that. So my brother, when he said, who are the F are y'all, he said it in like more of, why are y'all playing? Y'all just need to announce yourself and that'd be it. It wasn't like no, who the F are y'all? It wasn't nothing like that. So anyways, the people, let's say guys, but the people that were in the car that had the bright lights on, they yelled something loudly, couldn't quite hear them because they, 30 feet away. I couldn't really just hear it clearly. That being said, my brother, he walks into the front of the Tahoe with the car that we were in. He walks into the front of that Tahoe and he yells, man, turn that off. We can't see nothing. All I hear from the people that were in the car, all I heard was, y'all don't want these problems. That's all I heard. Y'all don't want these problems. So